but this time he's timed it. It's gone all the way. And it just seemed to be an effortless blow.
And that's enough. Ricky Ponting has played a blinding shot away through the covers. Lovely. And the Australians have won. And I'm here to tell you that is a real whomping.
And few whompings have been as one-sided as that. India and Pakistan were supposed to be the Australians' biggest threats in Pool A. Now both had not been just beaten, but thrashed by a team that had won its past 8 one-day internationals. For South Africa, seeing the Australians at their dominant best against India meant that defeat against New Zealand became unthinkable, and it was Herschel Gibbs who answered the call.
Full toss, 3 extra cover, 4 runs. Loose delivery from Bond.
Oh, gee, this had nuts and topping on it.
Gets a fine, and there it is. 50,000 people at the bull ring are on their feet. It's his 12th one-day international century, his first here at this ground, and his first against New Zealand. And what a day to do it.
Gibbs went past 100, and then he really got going.
OK, I smell a big shot here. Really go down the ground. Oh, hit it over Cowie corner. He's looking also to hit it inside out over cover.
Big hit, all right. Massive blow. That's gone 25 rows back. You can smell it, but I think Herschel's sniffing it better. Great placement. 20 off the over. Scintillating batting. It's 243 for 3.
Could be out. There is a man there. It has been taken. McMillan is the man that took the catch. He dropped his glasses, but that doesn't matter. He took the catch, and that's the end of a remarkable knock. An absolutely remarkable knock from Herschel Gibbs. Nothing short of outstanding.
He'll remember that for a long, long time, and so will every single one in the ground and those that watched it. It was an innings of high class.
As Gibbs walked off, having scored at better than a run a ball, no one in the crowd could have believed that that total of 306 would not have been enough. The thing was, nobody mentioned this to the New Zealand captain, Stephen Fleming. He announced his intentions as early as the 3rd over, and Sean Pollock's body language told its own story.
Bingo. Goes to his 50 with the 4th 4 of the over. Beautiful stuff from the New Zealand captain. He's read the situation perfectly. It's 76 for no wicket. Oh, dear me. The ball just outside off stump, as we were talking about a moment or two ago. This time Stephen Fleming didn't miss it, but Boucher did.
Well, they're a gimme. Can you believe that?
Not going to please anyone on this ground, particularly bowler and captain.
There it is. He raises his right hand, the one that he got hit on just now. Yes, and what a happy man. His 4th one-day international, his first against South Africa, and his first in a World Cup confrontation. Well played.
And then, amidst this riveting drama, the rain came. Before the stoppage, the required ask was more than 7 and over. but it was time for Messrs Duckworth and Lewis to take a hand. By the time the players returned, the Black Caps needed closer to 5 runs and over and still had 9 wickets in hand. Stephen Fleming is too pragmatic a man to waste such an opportunity.
That is an amazing win for New Zealand. It really has. You pick up, it actually goes down as 1 run because they've won the match, but it went to the fence. And look at the boys. They're over the wall. They're going to run down to their skipper, and that shows how much they think of him. It's a fair old trek down those stairs, and here they come. Look at them. This means so much.
All the players are running into the middle, shaking hands with all the South Africans, which is fantastic. But by gee, look at that. Look at their faces. How important is it to them? They are a fantastic cricket team in the World Cup. Now they have this ability, and look at that. They're in shock.
This was just the 2nd time a team batting first had scored 300 in a World Cup match and lost it. It meant that one more defeat in the tournament for the hosts, and they were gone. England's World Cup finally began against the Dutchmen, and James Anderson set about making up for lost time.
Big shout, and finger goes up. James Anderson gets his 2nd wicket.
Holland could take some comfort from the all-round efforts again of De Leyder, their most capped cricketer, while Nick Knight and Michael Vaughan confirmed their status as England's 2 key one-day batsmen. England had won in 23 overs, but even so, the reviews from their critics were not kind. Here's a chance for Pakistan to restore their reputation, tarnished by their opening performance against Australia. But their batting effort against the Namibian part-timers was less than convincing. 255 for 9, and it was left to Shoaib Akhtar and Wasim Akram to remind us what a powerful cricket nation Pakistan can still be.
Oh, bowled him all ends up. Shoaib Akhtar, he gets the 3rd one right on target, right through the defences of Kildare, and it's number 3 down for Namibia. Oh, this may be trouble here, but not off the head. Up goes the finger. 4th wicket down and 2nd for Wasim Akram. Oh, he may be out here. He's off at no shot, and Wasim Akram strikes again. Finger goes up. The 5th wicket falls for Namibia. The score 17 for 5.
For Wasim Akram, it was the 6th time he had taken 5 wickets in a one-day international. This very great left-armer had prolonged his career to play in the World Cup. And looking at his bowling and the speed of his new ball partner Shoaib Akhtar, there was plenty to suggest that he might even get the glorious farewell he was craving. Before the tournament, the authorities had decided that there wouldn't be any backup days if rain intervened. It was a ruling that would come to haunt the talented West Indies, because when rain halted Bangladesh's reply against them in just the 9th over, it meant that the match points were shared. On their form to date, it wasn't too unkind to say that this might be the only way Bangladesh would secure any points. The West Indians were now at a definite disadvantage, and it wasn't of their making. The 2 points gained put them 3rd in Pool B, but the permutations created by New Zealand's decision not to go to Kenya left not just the top 4 test-playing nations in the race for the Super 6 stage, but also the men from Nairobi. When Sri Lanka sought to consolidate their spot atop the Pool B ladder against Canada, they could never have expected it to be so routine.
Oh, that's what bowled, and there's a big appeal for Corbyn. That's it, they've struck. Once again, the Sri Lankans in business before a run has been registered.
Oh, that must be close as well, and gone. Another LBW. This is like a practice session for Chaminda Vaas. Bill Cliff this time tracked right in front, and Canada in the 9th over at 12 for 4. Another big shout, and that's out as well. Up goes the finger. Mirage goes first ball. It's looking like a rout here at Boland Park, Carl. Canadians can't believe it. They just have to look at the scoreboard. They're 12 for 6.
All over this innings anyway. Canada all out for 36, set a new one-day international all-time record of the lowest score, having held the previous one of 38. And in just 18 overs and 4 balls, Canada have been destroyed.
All that, and Murali hadn't even bowled a ball. The entire match was over in less than 24 overs, or 115 minutes, including the 10 between the innings. Pity those ticket holders who decided to visit the vineyards in the morning before taking in the cricket during the afternoon. Meanwhile, India headed north to Harare, and they opted to return Virender Sehwag to the top of the batting order to partner Sachin Tendulkar, and the move brought an immediate return. Here's Andy Blignott to Sehwag.
That's the first 4 for Sehwag.
Oh, that's going to go for 4 as well. That's beautifully struck. Can't bowl there to him.
Well, the 50 comes up for the Indians in quick time.
That's beautifully struck. Pull shot. 4 more.
Well, that's been literally dismissed from his presence.
After that bright opening, the innings had slowed in the middle overs, and so Zimbabwe must have thought they still had a chance. But the Indian pace attack, well, it was having one of its good days. Here's Srinath. Then Ganguly brought himself on, and with startling effect.
A pull shot. That's gone in the air, and that's out. Well, well, well. 2 wickets and 2 deliveries for the Indian captain. He absolutely delighted. Good catch in the outfield. Ajit Agarkar. He completes it, and leave it or not, but the Indian skipper is on a hat-trick.
It's up in the air. It's gone high. Catchable. There's a fielder getting under that one. Takes it comfortably. Dinesh Monga is the man in the deep. Sourav Ganguly has picked up his 3rd wicket. Man with the golden arm, they call him. Today it's a platinum arm.
India got more from this result than just the 4 points. The form of Tendulkar, Sehwag and Dravid, and the way that their bowlers never gave Zimbabwe a chance, was a much-needed confidence boost after the disappointing display against the Australians. In Port Elizabeth, England's cup campaign hit another hurdle when captain Nasser Hussain woke up with a sore neck. After a tough time in Australia, he must have been wondering why these things never happen when he's about to face Glenn McGrath. With Hussain on the sidelines, Alex Stewart took over as skipper and showed the way out in the middle, racing to another one-day international half-century. And impressing his intrepid disciples in the Barmy Army during the process. Rudy van Vuren, who took 5 for 43, clearly enjoyed himself with the ball. And now it was his teammate Jan Berryberger with the bat, who played a rollicking innings, which for a while at last had England supporters' hearts in their mouths.
Good shot. Very well played. What a nice way to go to his 50. Well played, JB Berger. First in the movement ever to get 50 in a one-day international. Big smile over his face. Why not?
It's a great knock. He's been very aggressive, always willing to play his shots. The Namibian side enjoying every minute of this. They're very together. They have a lot of respect for each other. They like to see each other doing well. And JB Burger is having a cracking game.
It's going to be a chance, and it's a good catch as well. Well, that could change things round for England, and in the nick of time too.
Burger made his 85 from 86 deliveries. Until his dismissal, caught by Craig White, Namibia seemed on the verge of an astonishing upset. The English fans were quite happy with the result. The critics, once again, were not. The win left England as part of a four-way tie at the top of Pool A, but yet to play a test-playing nation. Key games with Pakistan, India and Australia would decide their fate. In Potchefstroom, heavy rain had fallen overnight and the covers had leaked, leaving ground staff prepared to use any means possible to dry the square. And when I say any, I mean any. It was more than 25 years ago in Australia that the most unorthodox method of drying a pitch had ever been seen. Well, until now that was. The helicopter was back.
That's a good shot. Well, Damien Martin will take every opportunity here today. It's a bit of a battle for places inside. Today he's got his opportunity on a pitch where the ball's doing a bit.
Well, the rain had reduced the match to 47 overs per side, and having come again, it was cut to 36 overs per side. No doubt that Australia would have liked to have bowled first, but bowling second, they were just as dangerous. That Andy Bickle could replace the resting McGrath and bowl so fast and so dangerously was another reminder of the Aussies' amazing depth. Yep, they remain a raging favourite. The final confirmation of New Zealand's forfeit to Kenya pushed the South Africans down to 5th place and also emphasised the potential downside for the West Indies of those lost points when the rain came against Bangladesh. The prospect of run rates deciding who would qualify for the Super Six loomed large. Before this apparently straightforward match, South Africa would have seen the game as a chance to rest key players, as Australia had done, for example, against Holland. But now, when Alan Donald was left out, most saw it as the end of a great career. Sean Pollock's captaincy was under scrutiny, with senior players comparing him unfavourably with the late and disgraced Hansi Cronje. A supreme performance was required, as much to reassure the doubting fans as to guarantee the 4 points. When man of the match Antini had Manjaram Islam caught down at deep third man, the crowd seemed pleased enough. And the mood stayed ebullient for the rest of the day as Herschel Gibbs and Gary Kirsten took South Africa to its second 10-wicket victory of the tournament. The Cup returned to its starting point, beautiful Cape Town, for a match that neither team could afford to lose. Hussain was back for England, and after he won the toss, Shoaib Akhtar was back for Pakistan. And quick, too. Much was being made of the race between Shoaib and Brett Lee to break the 100-mile-an-hour barrier.
Well, that has brought a lot of cheer from the crowds because Shoaib Akhtar has just broken that barrier. 100.1.
Cheer from the crowd. It's a sharp intake of breath from me, and I'm not stood 22 yards away from it. Wow.
All the talk about speed, and yet it was the spin of Shahid Afridi that got rid of Alex Stewart. Not for the first time then. England were in trouble.
He's tucked that into space as well. Successive twos for Paul Collingwood. It's a very good 50. A very handy 52 for England. He's 51 not out now from just 59 deliveries. He's given his side a good chance here.
3 months earlier, Collingwood wasn't even a part of England's World Cup plans. Now this gritty batting had given his bowlers a decent total to defend. First Andrew Caddick to Shahid Afridi. Then James Anderson to Inzamam.
Beautifully bowled, wonderfully bowled by James Anderson. It's a good catch too. Inzamam has gone from his first delivery. Oh, beautifully bowled. Beautifully bowled by James Anderson. What a moment for him.
Beautiful delivery. Rashid Latif is taken by the keeper. This is absolutely brilliant.
Beautiful shot. Well, I'll tell you one thing, he'll be asking for a position up the order soon. He's coming at number 11. He has played one of the greatest shots in the match. That's the way to finish it off. Well, the entertainment comes to a close. The match comes to a close. England have done what they came to do here. And they've won this match now, comfortably, convincingly by 112 runs. It's Andrew Flintoff who, by bowling Shoaib Akhtar, rounds off the Pakistan innings. Bowled out now as they are for 134.
Disaster for Pakistan. Not even Shoaib's late batting heroics could spoil the greatest night of James Anderson's brief England career. Could the England captain be so bold as to look to the Super Sixes?
Well, Nasser, great support from the crowd. You must be delighted with how England performed today.
Yeah, I'm very pleased. This is a special ground, obviously. Special ground for our coach. And to see all these British people here supporting us today was magnificent.
Now here's a romantic tale. Against Sri Lanka, Canada had been bowled out for just 36. So the West Indies could hardly have expected what John Davison had in store for them.
That's typical. That's going to go over the field and will just carry over the ropes for 4. He's a no-nonsense sort of player, Davison. That's why he's been sent to open. That's a magnificent blow. That's gone for 6. That's another one. Gone away for 4, just inside the boundary. This is magnificent batting. He's taken the West Indies on here, and he's winning.
He's gone for the pull shot again, and he's hit that beautifully, and that's another one. 94 he has. And he's hit it high and handsome. Will it reach the boundary? Yes, it has. He goes to 100 with the most magnificent 6 over mid-on. Well played, John Davison. Very well played.
And what a shot down the pitch, and he's hit it right in the middle. Chumney knows. He's putting his hands up. Look, he's so rapt for his teammate. And there he is. What a knock. 67 balls, 6 sixes, 7 fours, and it's become equalled the 4th fastest century in one-day international cricket. What an effort. By gee, what will he do now? How can he back that up? Make him Prime Minister.
It's in the air. Drakes is down there, and it goes over his head. Completely misjudges it. He's got it. He's got it. My goodness gracious, I can't believe that he's got it. There was no way he was going to catch that. He came in, the ball was over his head. There was no way he was going to catch it, and he did.
Suddenly backpedaling, he must have been worried about the fence, the rope, the ball going over the top. Magnificent. One-handed catch from Bassett Drakes, and a roll as well to finish things. Absolutely outstanding.
It had needed something ultra special to end Davison's blazing knock. And yet the batting in the West Indies reply was perhaps even more dynamic. Brian Lara reached his 50 in just 23 balls, and Sarwan's shot-making was superb. But nothing could change the fact that this was indisputably Davison's day.
It was a great experience for me. I suppose playing for Canada gives me opportunities that I wouldn't really get in Australia, like opening the batting, for example. So, yeah, awesome.
It seems that every time Sachin Tendulkar goes out to bat, the entire Indian nation goes out with him. It's quite a burden for one set of smallish shoulders. Yet many see him as the best batsman since Don Bradman. With the little champion in this sort of form, nobody is safe.
Oh, that's